coming down later today, and we got some work to do. I haven't been able to hang around the shop lately, just because I've been trying to source some metal and some other different stuff for some projects. But today we're gonna be working on some arts and crafts here. So we're working on all our motor mount stuff, and then I'm waiting on some parts for the front suspension as well. A whole bunch of different hangers and stuff like that. So we got that coming, but let's see what we got going for today. So this cardboard template right here is going to be actually going up and sitting where these three holes are, where the old two-wheel drive suspension was. I'm gonna drill some holes, and that's gonna be supported. We're gonna weld on a plate along here where we get the 4 holes as well, and we're gonna be doing that on both sides. Good. That's like 4-wheel drive ready.
Cardboard?
Yeah.
Cardboard's 4-wheel drive ready?
Literally, just drill some holes and mount her up.
Cardboard ready.
Oh, dude, this is like perfect center hole too. I mean, hopefully. I guess you really don't know, but. Template number 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
So in theory, we have these two. Hi, Danny. We have these two templates. If I mock these up and make another one, they should mount up on the same as the other side. So we're gonna test out to see how good my arts and crafts is, and we'll probably end up having to make 2 more custom ones. So we'll see how it goes on the other side. This is why I bring multiple Sharpies.
Oh, yeah. Losing your Sharpies already?
Yeah. All right, we've got a whole bunch of stuff done off camera. We've kind of just been trucking along because it's just a lot of boring stuff. You guys don't really want to see it. We got the axle underneath the van squared up. All these wires are hanging around. Get some reference lines going. We're going to get the leaf springs actually squared up. I got to get some U-bolts still, but I'm welding. We're going to get everything tacked up. You can see my shackles are cut right here. So hopefully this thing will be mounted by the end of the night and we can start working on the rear end. This down right now, like this is going to match up and this should be good, right?
Theoretically.
So if it doesn't, the welding guy should probably get fired.
Well, that or the guy who did the measurements. Who's the same guy who did the welding.
Okay, so what you're saying is that this is going to drop down though perfect, right?
I don't know, welder / measuring guy. You tell me.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Nailed it.
The front of the axle is almost in. We have everything pretty much tacked up. The leaf springs are hanging in the shackles here in the front. The plates look pretty good. We had to get custom U-bolts made, which wasn't too big of a deal. The only problem that I had with those was with this forward axle. For some reason, this side over here, the holes were smaller, so I had to drill those out. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. I kind of, like I said, I just kind of pieced this together. I bought this random van, and then I bought some cheaper 4x4 forward axles, and I bought some random leaf springs off of a buddy, and we're just making stuff work. So leading to that, you know, we're kind of at a standstill in the back here. I can bring it to the back and show you. We have smaller holes here on the leaf spring compared to this kit that we have. So I have a neighbor with a lathe, and hopefully he can make us some sleeves to go for the bolts so it can slide through here. And the sleeve will sit in between this part right here, between this bracket and then this other bracket, and then the bolt will be able to slide through those sleeves, and then, you know, on the other side too, obviously. So that's really what's holding us up on the front axle, but I have one more step that I can do to get pretty much the front all the way finished, other than welding everything in. And that is to cut these plates in the front here. And it's going to be in the back because I have these plates in the back. Just this one's way worse. This one's sitting way out from the frame rail compared to this one. I'm still going to make some supports for this side, but I'm cutting these triangles here just to make some supports. I already have 2. I got to do about 6 more. And what those are going to serve a purpose for is just supporting these plates from the front so they don't break because, or bend, or, you know, this is all pretty much just like really thin metal for the frame and stuff. And then we put this 3/16 inch plate that we're going to weld into it. And then this frame rail is just pretty much like a unibody. So it's really not an actual frame rail. So we're going to put those triangle supports up here in between this to support this plate. Now this isn't going to be like a heavy wheeler. This is pretty much going to be for me for camping. A little bit of wheeling, not like super heavy, a whole bunch of flexing and stuff like that. This is pretty much just like a practice build for me to see how this stuff kind of goes, because I haven't like really had the time or like a lift to be able to do this kind of stuff. So Ryan was nice enough to let me come in the shop for the winter time. You know, he helps me a little bit here and there. Like I said, when he's at work, when I'm at work, we're kind of bouncing back and forth. But this is pretty much practice for me to see if I can actually do it and whatever, but it's really not that hard. The problem with me is going to be getting this motor in. I don't know. I can replace parts, fix, basic stuff, but Ryan's the motor guy, he's the LS guy. So luckily, he let me buy 2 of his motors from him and we can get that in here. But other than that, this is pretty much just like a, practice for me to get everything in there, see how it works. I would like to put a main, support running across the front over here, just because I'd like to just, have extra, I do everything overboard. So I don't know how this is all going to work, but with the unibody style, this is, kind of teaching me to do a little bit more extra fabrication stuff, whatever, just basic fabrication. But other than that, I am going to change. Probably later on, I'm going to do something a little bit heavier duty. I want to like line the frame rails with plate metal, like plate steel, and actually like strengthen it up, because if I want to do some legit wheeling, then that's definitely, it's going to have to be done because this, I don't think, would actually hold up to some bouncing and some actually wheeling off some rocks. So for me, running down the road, hauling some jet skis, camping out of it, it's going to be good to go. But like I said, hopefully this front axle will be mounted by the end of the week. I mean, Ryan can get to working on that rear axle. All right, my neighbor worked his magic like normal. He got some sleeves cut out on his lathe, and that pretty much gets us to where we can mount our leaf spring to our shackle up here and be done with the front end suspension. We move on to the rear, get done with that hopefully for today, and then be done with all the suspension components and move on to the motor work. We messed up big time. So the first video, you guys saw us chopping off our leaf springs. Well, the ones that I bought in the kit that I bought for my buddy, the front ones worked because everything was custom, but the back ones are way too short. I'll show you once we get back to the shop. But we're at a scrap yard, about an hour away from the shop, and we need to get some leaf springs for the rear for the van. So hopefully these will work. We're looking at a whole bunch of different stuff around here, and hopefully we can get some stuff to work, but we need some more leaf springs. I think we've got our candidate here. C10 with pretty much the right leaf springs, I'm thinking. We already measured here 56 from bottom, because this is the only measurement I have since we already cut them. So 56, and they actually have some springs still to them, and there's no bed, so it'll be really easy to get off. So let's go see if we can get them. All right, next day. Yesterday we were at the scrapyard. It is such a nice day out. 50 degrees, March 4th right now. And just check this out. Snow is melting. We're supposed to get some more snow here, but I don't know. I can't complain today. It's almost gonna be 50 degrees. But let's show you guys our leaf spring situation here. Man, we're sitting on some ice. Let's show you guys our leaf spring situation that we've got going. It was a long day yesterday just to get some leaf springs, but I'll show you guys what we got. All right, just give you guys a reference here. We don't have the axle centered and squared up yet, but this is pretty much the center of the wheel well where this block is at. So when you look at the spring, this is pretty much the center of the spring, and you can see how far off we are. So we're literally probably, I would say, 6 inches off. So here's our front mounted up, And then when we get our shackle in the back here, this thing has to come all the way up like that. And then this is not even close. So these front springs work up there, but these ones in the back are not going to work. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what they're off of, but we got 2 other ones came off the square body, so hopefully these actually fit. While we're waiting for Ryan to get back from work, we got some stuff we can do. I brought the rims and tires over. This isn't going to be the final tire and rim setup. Probably the rims will be, just for now, but I am going to get some different tires. I have another shackle for the rear for the leaf springs, and then I did have to get some more welding wire because we ran out. I have to finish welding up the front end of the suspension on the van, and once that's done, we can pretty much finish up the rear end, and hopefully we can start slinging the motor in here. We've got 1 more month. We got all of March left until we can pretty much, I want to have this sucker done, which I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to push as hard as we can. So hopefully we can start towing the jet skis to our first ride in May.
You won't.
I will.
Well, back to the drawing board. We're waiting on some bushings. Then we can put the rear end in.
All right, here's a quick backstory on just the reason why we're here. We're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to have the rear end in the van by now. We got this from the junkyard, from the scrap yard, and measuring from this eye, once we got it in here in the van, to the center of the bolt right there is about 29 and a half, 30 inches, somewhere in there. And then if you go from this end, you go from that bolt to here, we're about 25, somewhere in there, 25 and a half, whatever. So it's not center. So of course we tried spinning the leaf springs around, and then of course the bolt was rusted to the inside of the bushing, and you know, all the good stuff with working on rusty old crap. So now we are waiting a whole another week to get these, oh, I almost dropped there, getting these bushings in the leaf springs, and hopefully we can actually get this in the van. All right, Ryan. The day we've been waiting for. Wait, we gotta get Ryan's specialty wheel lift with the lifts here. The day we've been waiting for, Ryan. The wheels are going on.
We can see what this thing actually sits at.
Dude, this is gonna be wild. We gotta get some bolts. I don't remember where the bolts are at. I don't think we got any bolts. You got any bolts?
Yeah, I got some lugs over here from my old mechanicing days.
Let's see. You got some lug nuts, Ryan? Let me see one.
Yeah, let's try that one.
Okay. That one I don't even think it's gonna fit. Ryan, that doesn't even go on the end of the stud. How many more you got?
Here, try that one.
Alrighty. Dude, these are the same size.
Here, try that one.
Yep. Another one? Nada. How many more you got?
Try that one.
You got another one. How many more you got there? No, that one don't work either.
Try that one.
That's okay. That one don't work. How many more?
Try that one.
Dude, this one's... No, it's not. I guess it's different. Not undone. You got any more over there? Or?
No, that's all the kinds I have.
I hopefully I think I have a cup of them full at my house. We'll have to go get one. Gosh dang it, we're gonna have to make a run now, right? All right, we'll be back.
To his house.
Oh hey man, let's go.
Who is that?
I'm stealing Danny.
He's trying to get to the back.
Ryan, I'm not seeing them anywhere. Oh, here they are. We got them, Ryan! Let's go get these wheels on. We got them. Hopefully they work, Ryan. Moment of truth. Right here. They don't fit. Oh. Let me try another one.
Yeah, we might have to clean up those threads.
They don't fit.
Let me look into it.
Man, I was so excited.
Yeah, these are fine, and those are coarse. Fine thread, coarse thread. And these technically aren't the right ones anyways, because you have to have the locking washer.
These didn't come off of this rim. These are just ones that my dad got, and I was hoping that they were off forwards.
Nope.
Oh, we can't turn back now. We can't work on the motor until we get the wheels on.
Yeah, I mean...
Let me find... Hold on, we'll get back. I'm going to find some stuff on the internet. Where'd that nut go?
They went...
Well, it don't matter. We don't need them.
Well, we need them eventually.
For what?
For something. One day, these
Well,
will
I ain't
be
working
useful.
on no more Fords after this. Freaking Ford junk. Give us another week. We'll go find some luck. All right, last tire. I had to get 8 of these puppies right here. $3 a piece. $32.17 to be exact. If you were wondering. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's lower her down. Are you guys ready? Because I sure am. Here we go. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. It's moving. Keep going.
I just don't want to fucking this rock.
It's gonna pop.
I know. So
Keep
I'm
going.
nervous about.
There you are. Yeah. All right, next side.
Oh. What does it look like now?
I think it's gonna look more level. Well, right now
It's pretty level right now.
Right. Yeah, there it goes.
That didn't sound very good.
Wait for it to rip the
I was
rust
gonna say,
out.
what just happened?
Yeah, you caught your 4x4. That's what happened.
It actually looks really level.
Yeah.
Like, are we actually sitting?
No, now we're on it. There you go. Okay, now we're squatting.
Okay.
Squawk out of the back. It looked pretty good before.
Yeah. Gosh dang it. Dude, we are high in the front.
Dude, these springs are squished.
Are they?
Yeah, they're almost flat.
Oh. We're gonna have to get bigger lift blocks.
I don't know if that's it. I think it might be the fact that our springs are gone.
Dang it.
That's why you just buy new springs in the first place.
Shut up, Ryan. Well, once you get a motor in here.
Yeah, the motor will squish down the front too. You're not wrong about that. But I think those springs are awfully flat.
Yeah. Dude, we are so high in the front.
Yeah.
But dude, just imagine up in the front. Like, look at how. I wish we could pull it out. Like, I wish we could pull it out and just see it.
I wish we had the engine in it so we could drive it.
I know. But like, look at the gap on the front. Like, that is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and we don't have that in the rear. We
No.
we gotta do something with the rear.
We will. Like, we gotta. This is a big step. We've been in this 2 months, pretty much. You said we started this January. This is the beginning of March. So we're like 2.5 months in, and we're sitting here. This is good. I'm good with this.
All right. I mean, it is a roller.
It is.
We need to put either some more space in between the axle and the leaves.
So our next step, new leaf springs. Well, no, wait. The next step is
longer U-bolts again.
Yep. We got a lot of little touch-ups to do, but our next step is the main thing is to get the motor in, steering, and then we'll kind of figure out all random stuff. I do want to get new leaf springs for the back, so I will end up getting those.
Like, it sucks that it doesn't sit level. I think I think leave it as a roller. We'll get the engine in and
say-
see how it squats after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say just think like that. I mean, we're gonna be leveled out. I would say.
Yeah, because we're gonna add. I don't know how much the engine trans and transfer case weighs, but
easy around 600 pounds.
oh, easy, yeah. I think the engine's 500.
That's
So
what I'm
the
saying.
transmission's probably 200, 150.
Yeah, so I mean, putting like 1,000 pounds in the front. I mean, we're gonna be.
Yeah, it'll squish down some more. I still think the rear leaf springs are flattened out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
Well, I want to figure out why they why they come out like that. The rear shafts.
Yeah.
Do they normally do that or no? I don't think they should be doing
I don't think they should be doing that either. But I don't know why they're doing it.
I know.
Because like technically it's the same leaf and shackle setup with just the spacer on the axle. So like that.
But also, like, that must be why all of our shit was stuck in there prior, because remember how we couldn't get anything out? Because, like, maybe that's why, is they have something that we don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. But
At
yeah,
least it's sitting there, dude.
yeah.
It rolls, Ryan. Look, it rolls. Well, I think that's all we're getting. Hey, at least it rolls. We have a roller. This identifies as a roller now. I don't even care.
It identifies as a roller.
Either way, this is a roller now. Our next steps for pretty much the rear end and stuff for the suspension, get new leaf springs. There's some different bolts we have to get. Kind of figure out why the shackle and the leaf spring like don't sit up like this. They bend down. We don't know why. So if anybody knows, let us know. Or if we're missing something. But other than that, the next video, the motor's going in, and hopefully this sucker's going to be running. We can actually drive it. Oh, steering. We got a lot to go, but we got half of a month left. So I'm not sure. I think we'll be able to get it done, right, in all honesty. I think we'll at least be able to get it to fire up. We don't have a drive shaft made, but we should be good. So other than that, guys, stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming for this thing. It's going to be pretty cool. We're actually going to be able to drive it, hopefully. So we'll see you on the next one. It does not look good at this view, but this sucker is actually moving for the first time. This is nuts. This thing looks sweet. Definitely some suspension adjustments, but this thing's wild.